In this video, we will install, review, and evaluate AerynOS 2026, an independent Linux distribution focused on high performance. We download the ISO image from the official website to perform the installation. The live boot time is very fast, around 30 seconds. We run install AerynOS. The installation is text-based. We select yes, then choose the disk for the bootloader and root. Next, we select the desktop environment. To continue the live installation, we choose GNOME. Then we select the language and time zone. Now, it asks for the root password and its confirmation. Then it asks if we want to create a user. We create it and set the password. We select yes to install, and the process begins. AerynOS was developed in Ireland, designed for general use, and is rolling release. It uses atomic updates with a rollback option. It uses the MOS package manager. The FSERS release was in 2025. It also uses recipes or metadata for package building. After finishing the installation, we proceed to restart the computer. The system boots for the first time. We enter the password and once logged in, perform the configuration to carry out the evaluation. We open the terminal and increase the font size. We try to install packages, but the repository is minimal. Only fastfetch is available. We need to compile sysbench. After installing dependencies, we clone the repository, enter the folder, and run autogen.sh. Now we run configure ---- without -SQL. Once it finishes, we run make and finally execute sudo make install. The Gelmark 2 package is not available. We proceed to install dependencies such as Meson, Ninja, libdrm, and libx111. We wait for it to finish. Now we clone the Gelmark 2 repository, change directories, and run Meson setup build. But it caused an error due to the missing C++ compiler. We install the C++ compiler with MOS, and once finished, we try running Meson setup build again. It gives us a flavor error. We go to the Gelmark 2 repository to check the flavors under install. We copy the line and try to execute it, but dependencies are missing. There is no way to make it work. We search in Flatpak, but no luck. We search for Vulkan, and there are packages, but not VKmark. We try to clone the VKmark repository. When building, the Vulkan dependency is missing, the packages are different, and it does not install. We look for Gelmark 2 and VKmark releases in their repositories, but do not find them. We also do not have app images to run, so we give up. Now, to obtain system information, we run fastfetch. With this command, we can see the version, kernel, memory, and disk. Then we run commands to check the distribution version, the kernel version, the memory usage, and the disk usage, among others. We verify whether it has support for the Y2038 bug. We run the systemd-analyze command to see the boot time. It is excellent. Now we will evaluate the system using the sysbench command. We start with the CPU using one thread. The test result has an average value. Then we evaluate the CPU again, but this time with 5 threads to observe execution concurrency. The result is also average. Now we evaluate the threads to see concurrency management performance, obtaining an average result among distributions. Then we evaluate the mutexes to measure log management performance. Again, the result is slightly above average. Now we run sysbench to evaluate memory. We perform the test to measure read performance. The result obtained is average. Then we run the test with write upper parameter to analyze memory write performance. The result obtained is excellent in this case. Next, we prepare the necessary files to run the input and output performance test to measure disk read and write speeds. Then, with the files prepared, we run the test using rndrw. The results obtained for both read and write are excellent. Now we run the top command. For some reason the text interface of the command is not typical, so we will install the htop package. We run the htop command to see memory consumption at idle. Then we run Firefox with a single tab to observe the increase. Then we open a second tab with a video, then a third and a fourth, observing the average consumption per tab, which is excellent. We have finished the evaluation of AerynOS 2026. Now we proceed to provide the conclusions based on the results obtained in the tests. In conclusion, AerynOS is a distro with great potential. It has many innovations, although it can improve, starting with the installer. CPU performance in different aspects is average. What stands out is the boot time, as well as memory and disk management. That is all for this video. If you liked it, subscribe, leave a like, and enable notifications. See you in the next video.